What's going on, everybody? RoyalRapids here, and welcome back to the next installment of the tier list series. This time, we're going to be going over ranking my final evolutions. My favorite final evolutions, I should say. So, without further ado, let's get into low-effort content once again. Now, Charizard. Charizard, honestly, I don't mind him. He's obviously not my favorite. I'm probably going to have to put him... I'll put him in B rank for now. Blastoise, my favorite design-wise, battle-wise, and not so much. He'll have to go in A rank. Venusaur, same thing, although I like him more in battle than in design, so they're kind of equal. I might put Venusaur ahead or Blastoise. I don't know. They're very close for me, ultimately. Typhlosion, the first S rank one. Every time I play Johto, or at least for the most part, you're going to catch me picking up a Typhlosion. You know, Cyndaquil is obviously the best Johto starter. I'm not like a huge fire type guy. Well, I don't hate fire types either. I'm not one of those guys that like stands fire types. Nonetheless, Typhlosion is probably my favorite starter. Although, yeah, probably. Meganium J, I'm sorry. I mean, I know Meganium's unpopular. I've used it in multiple playthroughs, actually, because I play Pokemon literally all the time. And honestly, it's never been awful, but it's just very unmemorable. Feraligatr, probably around the same thing as Charizard. He actually was the first one I picked, though, so because of that, when I got Soul Silver for the first time, so because of that, I'm going to put him a little bit ahead of Charizard. I might move Charizard down to C for now. So, Sceptile, also C. I know he's super popular, but for the most part, I'm not a huge fan of him. Like I said, I've used him a decent bit of times in my many Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald playthroughs. But he's probably my least favorite out of the three. Swampert's going to go in B rank next to Feraligatr. A very solid water ground type. RIP to Bury the Swampert. If you haven't checked out the Nuzlocke series, please do. I'd appreciate that. But Swampert, pretty solid Pokemon. And Blaziken, probably my favorite out of the three. But is he in high B or low A? I'll have to go with low A. I mean, competitive-wise, Blaziken's a fantastic Pokemon, a firefighting type. Speed boost is his hidden ability. You know, he can hit you physically, he can hit you special, he's faster than you. And even in-game, there's a lot of cool moves. Blaze Kick used to be his signature move. Obviously, it's not anymore. Hitmonlee, you can also learn it. I don't know what else, but nonetheless, Blaziken, very cool Pokemon. And one of my favorite starters, but not, I don't know if it's in that A tier, but I'll keep it there for now. Empoleon, also the first starter I picked when I played Diamond, or Pearl for that matter, for the first time. It seems like B rank is just the water tier. Ultimately, I'll put him in between Feraligatr and Swampert. Torterra is S rank. I love Torterra. Pretty much when I got Platinum for the first time, I chose Torterra, and me and that Torterra were homies for life. You know, I don't forget what I named it, but Typhlosion and Torterra are in that tier. Like, they weren't my first pick, but they were my pick every other time afterwards. And honestly, they're probably going to be the only ones in S rank, as I don't know if I like Torterra more or Typhlosion more, but nonetheless, I've had fond memories with both, and they are both going to be up here in S rank. At least on Infernape, who I honestly kind of like. I don't know if A rank. I'm going to go with, I'll put it kind of similar to Empoleon, but a little bit less. I've used Infernape a decent bit of times, I'd say. Not like a ton, but, you know, like I said, I've played Platinum probably like a trillion times. Infernape got some pretty solid use in there. Since it wasn't my first pick, it was actually the last one I chose out of the three, I'm going to have to put Empoleon a little bit ahead of it. Honda Generation 5, Emboar. It's going to go in J rank. I don't like Emboar. That's pretty much all I can say. I don't like its design. It was a third straight firefighting type. Nah, I'm not a fan. Samurott, C rank, I guess. I mean, I used it in my only playthrough of Black 2 and White 2. It was alright. I'm not a huge fan of the design. It's kind of whatever. No real issue with it. No real hatred towards it. It's just, it's okay. Superior, my choice in my original White playthrough. It's probably in B rank. I do kind of like Superior, but that's just because it was my starter and one of my favorite Pokemon games. I'm not a big fan of any of the Unova starters, but I'll put it at about here. I think this is a good spot for it. It's definitely an above average starter in my opinion. Gen 6. Chestnut was my choice originally, and honestly, I kind of liked it. It was an interesting Pokemon, a grass and fighting type of physical grass starter, which is obviously interesting. It's probably at a similar park as Superior. I might put it a little bit behind, because obviously I don't mess with X and Y. I might just go at the end of B tier. X and Y wasn't my favorite game, but Chestnut, he was cool. Gregory, I think I named him. Delphox, I don't like at all. J rank. It's just really not. It's not anything special. It's a fire and slave tape, which is obviously cool, but I'm not a fan of the design at all. It's just kind of whatever. Greninja, he's cool. Like, he's a cool design, but I don't really have any personal attachment to him, so he's probably going to go in the top of C rank. I mean, I think I used him when I played through Y, but nonetheless, he wasn't anything, like, super special. He's a cool design. I liked him in the anime, you know, Ash Greninja and all that. Cool in Smash Bros, but as of a Pokemon, you know, I don't have any super special attachment to him, so he's just going to go in the average tier. Now, Primarina, that's another one that might be an S, because my Primarina and Moon is one of the only Pokemon I've organically leveled to level 100 that weren't trade Pokemon or anything. Is it going S? I don't know. I really like Primarina, because I would use it to try to train up Pokemon when I was trying to complete the Dex, and I organically got it to level 100. So, can I put that in S or I put it in A? It'll go on the top of A for now, because it's only been used in one playthrough, but my Primarina and Moon is very cool. In Cinderace, I used an Ultra Sun, and honestly, I hated him at first, but I kind of like him, especially how he was portrayed in Smash Bros. And also in the game. Fire Dark type is a cool typing, even though he was obviously legitimately a firefighting type. But nonetheless, I think he's a solid B rank, I'd say. In Decidueye, he's gonna go in G rank. I don't hate him, I don't like him. He's just whatever. Next up, Cinderace, another case where I don't hate him, I don't like him. He's just whatever. I mean, I never particularly used him, but he has a decent design, I'd say. Not great, but not as bad as these three. He's going to be a G rank Pokemon. Inteleon, my starter choice. Once again, B rank, but probably a little bit better than these two. I mean, I like my Inteleon in Sword and Shield. I was snipe shot and everything down like it was nobody's business, you know. He was a cool, fast, special sweeper. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it. I have no real personal attachment towards Inteleon. He's just cool. And last but not least, Rillaboom, who I used in my Shield playthrough that I didn't complete. He was alright. I think he's a low C rank, high G rank for me. I'm not really a big fan of the Galar starters, same with the Unova starters. Like the game, don't really like the starters all so much. I think I'm going to put him in high G rank. So the way our starter rankings go, in S rank we have number 1, Typhlosion, then Torterra, then Primarina, Blastoise, Venusaur, Blaziken, then Feraligatr, Empoleon, Infernape, Serperior, Swampert, Inteleon, Chestnut, Incineroar. Then we have Greninja, Charizard, Sceptile, and Samurott, Rillaboom, Decidueye, Cinderace, and then last, Meganium, Emboar, Delphox. People will probably agree with my bottom, but me having Greninja, Charizard, and Sceptile, some of the most popular Pokemon of all time, in Greninja's case, the most popular Pokemon of all time in C rank, probably going to anger some people. But once again, this is my opinion. If you guys have your own opinion, please share it in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's probably going to be plenty more to come, and I'll see you guys in whatever comes next.